This little boy is playing with his toy car when his little sister comes in crying. She wants the toy, and their mother tells the boy to give it to her. He doesn't want to, but after a moment of hesitation, he hands it over and watches sadly as she takes it and runs away. Later that day, the same boy is helping his dad carry heavy bags inside the house. His friends are outside playing, and he glances at them longingly, but his dad pats him on the head and tells him how helpful he is. As a man, he sits in a cafe with his friend. He looks exhausted, but his friend asks for a big favor, and he forces a smile and says yes. Even though he really wants to say no, he's trapped by his own desire to be a good person. This is the self-sacrifice schema, the belief that love depends on giving everything to others. It begins in childhood with guilt and continues into adulthood until we become aware of it and learn to balance our need to be of service with our need for self-care. When the little boy was playing with his toy car, he wasn't thinking about his sister. He was in his own little world. When his mother told him to give her the toy, he hesitated. He didn't want to give up his fun, but he didn't want his sister to keep crying either, so he handed it over. As he got older, he learned that helping his dad with the groceries would make him feel good. Helping others became his way of coping with stress. Whenever his friends were around, he felt a sense of community and belonging, but those feelings didn't last long. As soon as they left, he felt a deep sense of loneliness. He was always available for his friends, always willing to lend a hand, always ready to sacrifice his own needs for theirs. He thought this is what being a good person meant, but deep down, he felt resentment. He felt like he was giving too much of himself to others and not getting anything back. When his friend asked him to do the favor, he knew he should say no. He was already exhausted and had plans for that evening. But the thought of letting his friend down made him feel guilty. So he forced a smile and said yes. This pattern continued throughout his life. He put everyone else's needs before his own. He gave up his dreams and aspirations to help others achieve theirs. But in the end, he was left with nothing. If you relate to this story, know that you're not alone. Many of us struggle with the same issue. We feel guilty saying no, so we end up sacrificing ourselves. But this pattern can lead to exhaustion, resentment, and burnout. The key to breaking this cycle is becoming aware of our thought patterns and beliefs. When we notice ourselves slipping into the self-sacrifice schema, we can choose to step back and take a breath. We can remind ourselves that it's okay to say no, and that we do need to sacrifice our own needs to be good people. It's also important to find other ways to cope with stress and difficult emotions. Instead of turning to food, we can go for a walk, talk to a friend, or write in a journal. We can find healthy outlets that allow us to process our emotions without harming ourselves or others. With awareness and practice, we can break free from the self-sacrifice schema and create a more balanced and fulfilling life for ourselves. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.